and that is a baby plant. So today I'm going to go over quickly on how to plant some seeds. If you find them on your geranium plant, how to remove insects, which I've never seen before. It's a first. And don't worry, even if I removed a couple, I'm sure there's a whole bunch hiding that I didn't see. Well, we'll leave a little bit for nature, right? And we'll see how to make your plants grow more flowers now. So here's a geranium I recently purchased. And the flower is so bright. It's like a bright magenta. It threw some flowers, and when I looked carefully, I saw a few seeds had that little fuzz. I mean, the flower actually developed a couple seeds, not too many. A lot of geraniums I have found that I have do not develop seeds. You'll get beautiful flowers, but it won't swell on the bottom and develop seeds. It might not be getting pollinated, or it's a sterile plant. Here are the two seeds I found. See, they have a fuzz to them. I'll zoom in a minute so you can see. See, it's kind of like a dandelion. So apparently when they open up, the wind will just sweep them away, and who knows where they'll land. Eventually they'll get to the soil, and then they'll set root. But that's what they look like. The seed is that little bulge of brown, and then at the end, you see the tail of the puffy white fuzz that is designed to carry them around. Now that I've got two seeds, I'm going to go ahead and plant them. But aren't they cute? Look at them. So if you see seeds, that's what they'll look like. And the plant will, the flower, bulge. Where the other one next to it, there's no bulge. Now it's just a matter of getting a flower pot, making sure your soil is pre-dampened. You want to make sure it's already watered. And then you just take the seeds, lay them on top. And then what I'm going to do is just gently push them in or cover them with soil. Now I'm going to leave them on the window and, the windowsill, and just let them do their thing. You wouldn't want to put it out in the sunlight because it will dry out too quick, and you want to keep an eye on it. Some people cover it with plastic to keep the moisture in. I don't, only because here things seem to mold quickly. So I just kind of keep an eye on them and keep them well watered until they start to germinate. They're not the best I have found in germination, but it's always worth a try. I'm going to put a couple petals there. For a couple days, they'll last. And I'll remember when I look at it, oh yeah, and I will label it soon. So I've got to get it labeled. Oh, please label everything because I do forget. And I'm going to tuck that extra little flower that came off when I was pulling out the seeds in there. Now it's just a matter of waiting to see if the seeds make it. And what color will they be? We'll never know because we don't know what they pollinated with. Let's take a walk outside and look at some of my geraniums. Okay, this is disturbing to me. Look at this. It looks like I've got a caterpillar here. There we are. I have not had any caterpillars on my geraniums, and that is something I don't want to start. So we're going to grab this flower. We're going to throw it down to the chickens. Look at that. This is my first caterpillar on a geranium. Now, if I end up with a problem, then it could end up with big problems. Look, he's actually eating the flower. Okay, the chickens will come and find him, or he'll find another home. So now I'm going to have to keep an eye out, because see the traces of caterpillar problems? Look at that. This is my first caterpillar. And that's the last thing we want to do is spray. And, oh, where's another one? Oh gosh, now I gotta have to really keep an eye out. Wonder what moth left that. Okay, so that's two. Let's keep looking. I'm gonna have to keep an eye. I can actually take this off. I don't think any of these seeds took anyways. This bulge would have to stay, and see most of them when they're done. I don't know, I have to wait and see. How about down here? See, it didn't take. There's no seed. See, it didn't take. There's no seed. It would be a big bulge. Oh, that's something completely new here. I know that the UK and different places have a caterpillar problem. They're removing them, and that's all you have to do is remove them by hand, because the last thing you want to do is start spraying. We are not spraying, ever. Gee, I wonder if I brought the caterpillar home from the nursery. Is this not beautiful? Okay, we want to, no, I don't see any caterpillar damage on that, so it's only that one. And they are different geraniums. See, this is a different type of geranium. This is more of a ivy type. It's going to spread, but so far I don't see anything. And none of these seeds have taken because they're empty. Okay, so we don't have any seeds here. I'm looking through here to see if any of these took. See, they're empty. It didn't take. When they take, whoops, there'll be a bulge. It will just turn into a bulge. And they rarely do take. I am seeing caterpillar, maybe. I don't know. You want to make sure you take all the flowers off, and that will make it flower more. Hold on, hold on. I found seeds. Let me show you. Now, these I grow tons of, so I'm not even going to bother with them, but there they are. Look at the seeds. Is that not cool? Right here, right here. Whoop. Okay, so this came out of, it's a good question. Came out of one of the flowers, but that is seeds, for now. I'll just put them in here. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, it could be interesting, but it probably just bred with one of these since I have so many. Okay, so we got seed. Is that a seed? I see fuzz. Yep. Hey, there's a seed. See how the seed is? They fly away in the wind. Cool. So this one is throwing seeds. And there is a moth that I have seen come to it. So I think it's moths, but it's hard to say. It could be anything. Whatever comes to it will spread the pollen when they have it. I don't see any pollen anyways. It's very little. There'll be pollen inside. Now let me show you how to take the flowers off. See, this one is done. We don't want to leave it. You look down inside. You can feel it afterwards once you get used to it. See how the leaf right here, let's see if we can move that leaf. It's connected on the side there. So what you want to do is pull it this way. You don't want to pull it this way because it's not going to go anywhere, say. But if you do it this way, it will literally snap. Whoops, and it will snap right off. So you want to do it the opposite way. So let's see if we can do another one. But the problem is they're all tucked in here. Okay, see how this one right here is on the outside? Can you see that? Let's see, I'm hoping you can see it. Okay, see how, let's get a good shot right there. See where it is? You got a leaf here, and then you've got the flower here. You want to pull it away from the leaf. Let's see if we can grab it so you can pull it. I'm holding my camera in. See that? You want to pull it towards my thumb. So you're going to pull it down, and you really should do this carefully with two hands, but if you have to. But there it is. It snaps off, and the new growth on the next to it just continues to grow. If you accidentally snap off the leaves, don't worry about it. It's not going to hurt anything. It's going to grow right back. I compost all that into other pots. We're going to pull it this way, towards me this way. So you just snap it, and it will snap right off, right? See? If you pull it this way, it's not going to come off. If you pull it that way, it may not come off. So you want to pull it, it's growing this way, and you pull it back, and it will snap right off. It will dry up, and it will be perfectly fine. And the rest of the plant will go on, and it will get a signal as, okay, nothing was any good here. We got to get another flower out right away. So now the one we left there is just going to take off, that little flower. And we'll have more beautiful flowers soon. And let me show you this. Here's a baby plant, see? The seeds came off, pushed it in there, and it took off right there. And that is a baby plant. So you could do it out in your garden too. It's one of these plants that are now growing in the pot underneath. That's why you don't want to put them in the sun when you're starting your seeds, because they normally would come up under plants and then work their way up. This might be another one there, but that definitely is a baby plant off of this beautiful pink flower. Is that not cool? So what I did was today I took you as I went outside looking for seeds and checking over my plants, and with you I found my first caterpillars. That's why it's a good idea to look over our plants and keep a good check on them. With geraniums, there are so many different colors, and if you do collect the seeds, who knows what color you'll come up with. So I hope you enjoyed this. Write me a comment underneath. Do you like geraniums too? Because they're so easy to propagate. That's really the way I go. And don't forget to take those spent flowers off so you'll get more flowers coming and coming. With that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And now you know what the seeds look like as well. And maybe you will come up with a new color that I'll end up finding at the nursery one day.